to restart the feed over because mostly like it's stuck. Thanks for telling me mostly it was stuck. We're back at it now. Back on the feed. Hopefully it's not stuck now. Hopefully you guys are gonna get good feed and good show. Thank you for liking. Ugh. Just in case, what's going on? From Whipping, Canada. Good morning, good morning. The feed got a little sketchy there for a second, so I went ahead and restarted it. So, y'all, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share, y'all. Trying to get a steelhead for you guys. Don't know if it's gonna work, but we're gonna try. Unfortunately, sometimes the live feeds aren't that good. Oh, man. I appreciate it when you guys let me know that the feed's not good. Thank you. That lets me know if I need to start over, stuff like that. So I appreciate that, you guys. Anytime the feed's not working too good, you guys let me know. I appreciate it. Unfortunately, that happens when you're live streaming. Is that a better feed mostly? Thanks for letting me know the feed was just spinning around. That's why I went ahead and stopped it and restarted it because you said that the feed wasn't too good. So good morning mostly. Like I said, thanks for letting me know the feed wasn't doing too good. So I stopped and restarted it. I appreciated it. Yeah, anytime you guys notice the feed's not doing so well, you guys just let me go. Let me know, and I'll do my best to restart it over so we get a better feed for you guys. All right, we're gonna switch out to the next one. We've done a bead through here. We've done a spoon through here. Now we're gonna do a spinner through here, and then we're gonna move to the next spot. Y'all. Then we'll move to the next spot, start all over, and do it all over again. Bead and spoon and spinner and jig and bobber at the next spot. This spot ain't so much a jig and bobber spot. I mean, I imagine you could do it, but to me, it's just not a real good jig and bobber spot, in my opinion. So, let's go. Yes, let's go. That's one thing about live streaming is you never know if the feed's gonna be good enough or not. Throwing a Panther Martin right now through here. I was throwing a stilly and a bead, but now I'm going with the yellow and silver with the orange spots. Usually a pretty good color for catching fish. Don't know if it's gonna catch one today, but we're gonna try. The regulations have changed so much on the river. We can use soft plastics now, so that's a plus, I guess. I mean, I ain't caught nothing on soft plastics yet on the river, so I don't really know if it's that much of a plus. I figured soft plastics would give us more bites, but so far it hadn't done nothing for me. Give me the exact same amounts I would have got if I wasn't throwing it. So, got them big old plastic worms for steelhead fishing. Got the soft plastic beads for steelhead fishing. So far, nada. And everybody swears by them worms and them beads, but I don't know. Maybe I'm not holding my tongue right, I guess. I don't know. You guys tell me what I'm doing wrong with the soft plastics and the fishing for steelhead. Because I don't know. I mean, a lot of people swear by them, and I ain't had no luck off of them yet. Yeah, usually anything silver or gold or copper works pretty good. But I'm talking about using the soft plastics we're allowed to use nowadays on the Deschutes River. I mean, maybe I just don't know what I'm doing with soft plastics on the river. I guess I gotta learn. Oh, fish on. Hey guys, the smallest fish in the river decides it wants to bite this morning. I'll get down here, take care of this guy, and let him go and get back to fishing, y'all. Look at that little guy. Check him out. Let's shake him off here. We don't want to touch him. We're just going to shake him off. All right, he gone. All right. Fish number one. You guys. Oh, that's the smallest fish in the river, I think. Oh, we got one. You guys see him? Wasn't no steelhead, but it was a beautiful trout anyways. Beautiful little trout. Could have been a fry of some sort, though, for that matter, but I ain't no little fish expert by any means, so. We did catch one, though. We got one! Yeah, baby. We got one. It's a little one, but we got a fish. Smallest fish I've caught on the river in a long time. Generally, don't catch them that small on the river. But hey, I'm happy we got at least something anyways on the live stream. Maybe the smallest one all year, but we'll take it at this point. Take it at this point, y'all. I want the great granddaddy though, a great grandmammy, because that's what people get excited about. They don't get excited about them trophies like I do. But we'll take whatever bites. It's like the video I put out yesterday. I hooked 2 whitefish, but didn't land them. Kind of, you know, the way it goes, you put out what you can, and even if you don't land anything, to be honest with you guys, I got to put out those kind of videos because those kind of those days happen, you know, where you don't land anything. So, like with the live streams, you guys get to see everything then. Yep, that is awesome. Hello, M. Ghost, however you say that. Glad you could join us this morning. I think maybe 2 more casts in this spot, and then we're going to move to a different spot. Go see if we can't catch fish someplace else. Well, I mean, we're not going to leave the river. We're going to still be here, but we're going to move to another area. Y'all, thanks for joining us this morning. Make sure you got... Whoa, that was a quick bite. That one hit right as soon as it hit the water, and I wasn't ready for it, and I missed it. That's crazy when that happens. We might even put out the side planer at some time today. I don't know if we will or not. Got some bigger hooks for us, so we should have a better hookup rate. Yes, please do double tap and like and share, please. Sharing is one of the most important things you guys can do as watchers. If you like the content, if you guys share, that helps us out a lot. Liking and subscribing really helps out, but if you're sharing our content with other people, that really makes a difference. It truly does. Because then other people get a chance to look at our content and see if they like it, you know, by you guys sharing with other people. So we appreciate that. Most YouTubers do. There goes Hollywood. Hollywood. He honking at us with that big old horn. He's Hollywood. All right, you guys, let's move out of the baby factory here. I've had like 4 bites on this particular spinner, but there's nothing worth hooting and hollering about, I don't think. There probably is, I just ain't got him to bite yet, so. Let's go ahead and move down and see if we can't find something else. We got all morning to get this done, see if we can get a fish. All right, you guys, let's move to the next spot, y'all. It won't be too far down here, but it'll be down here just a little. It'll only take us a minute to get there walking. So, You guys enjoying your fall morning this morning? I hope so. I know I'm enjoying it every time I get to fish with you guys. I enjoy my morning. Makes the day worth happening, and all the interaction people interact with, you know. That makes it a better live stream kind of situation, you guys. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let's get to 2,000 before the end of the year. 2,000 subs is what we're trying to get to. We're trying to get still trying to get merch and stuff like that done, because I think people would like to have a G-Man hat or a sticker or something. I don't know. I just think people would like that, especially the kids. So I think we need to get that done too. Yeah, that would be something, but I'd be too afraid I was going to lose the GoPro in the bottom of the creek or the river. I guess it ain't really a creek, it's a river. That would be something, though. That definitely would be something to do. Attach a GoPro. And I have seen people do it. I just don't want to lose my GoPro in the bottom of the river. Is all. That would stink to lose one in the bottom of the creek. Get you nice folks all set up and ready to go so I can get back to fishing. But yeah, I think we'll start out with the bead here, just so we can say we put a little more time in it on the bead today. Bead fishing can be very effective, you guys. I mean, it really can be. I mean, old Catch to Eat, when he was fishing with me a lot, that's mostly what he fished was a bead. But there we go. Yeah, that's true. At least you know they're swimming together for sure. Yeah, that's a little hard on my rod, but that's okay. Get some of these rods a little bit out of my way by moving them back a little bit. There we go. All right. Blue Wolf, what's going on? Let's come on, steelhead. Let's show these nice folks what you look like. Exactly, Blue Wolf. The sun will be out here in about an hour, probably, where I'm at. It's still got to come down the other hill and over the hill behind me. Because if you look up there, you can see the sun starting to shine on that hillside. But it's got to come down quite a bit for it to shine on me. So probably another hour before it gets down on me. So y'all, I'm thinking about doing a series of explaining different steelhead techniques here on the river. So I'm thinking I might start making those this weekend. Being we're not catching too many fish right now, might do explain the bead setup, how you rig it up, everything, and how you're fishing it, and then do like a jig and a bobber setup and spoon setup. Just you know, give you guys. It's the reason why I don't do too many videos like that is because they just don't do that well. But I'm thinking about doing some videos on how to rig up and how to fish different things for you guys. I mean, if you're a steelhead fisherman, you already know probably what I'm going to say, anyways. But for those who are wanting to thinking about getting into it and stuff and aren't into it yet, I think it'd be good for them to be able to see what I'm doing and stuff. So, what do you think, Blue and Mosley and Josh? Should I? What do you guys think? Should I do that? And everybody else watching too. It's just that I know Mosley and Sky and Josh, so that's why I'm asking them. Of course, I've never actually met Mosley, but she's on almost every live stream and every video talking. And then so is Blue. So that's why I say I know him. And Josh, he's helped out the channel a lot. He's made the intro video for the video, for all my videos. He's sent me some equipment to help my live streaming go a lot better. So thank you, Josh, again. Appreciate that. So and hey, we did land the fish on the live stream, so that's a plus, you guys. It was a little guy, but hey, I'm happy. That little fish was worth it, wasn't it, y'all? For those of you who got to see the small fish caught, that fish was worth it, right? I think it was. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share. And you guys get ready, because we're going to do a series of videos on different ways to fish for steelhead, you guys. All the different setups I use, we're going to go through them all. We're going to break them all down, explain what we're doing and how we're doing it, and what kind of structure we're looking for to catch these fish. And I'll probably start making them this weekend. So the first one will probably be out on Monday. Now, if I would stop live streaming and stuff and just shoot video, I could do it I could put out the first one this week, probably on Friday. But chances are I want to be live streaming when I'm out fishing because I fish Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So, you guys, and that's kind of why I can't really start putting them out until I'm not live streaming. So as long as I'm live streaming, I'm not going to be doing too much of the how-to stuff, unless you guys want me to do how-to videos while I'm live streaming, or how-to live streams. I could do that, I guess, but then I could run through every setup I got real quick, and it wouldn't be as in-depth. So now, doing the bead thing isn't really my favorite way to fish, but it's an effective way to fish, and you catch fish doing it. So that's why I do it every year. My top 3 ways to fish is jig and bobber, spoons, side planing. Those are my 3 favorite ways to fish. Kevin Cantrell, how you doing? West State, Oregon. We're in Oregon. We're fishing here in Central Oregon on the mighty Deschutes River. I hope to go to some of them other states that have steelhead fishing and try my luck fishing for steelhead in different states. I think it'd be cool to be able to go somebody else's state and fish their waters for steelhead and see how different their style of steelhead fishing is compared to mine. Like here in Oregon, we got different variety of different ways to fish for steelhead. Like right now, we're fishing for summer steelhead, and in a place where we can't. Cool. I'm glad you're in Oregon, Roseburg. Nice. Like here, on the D shoots, we can't use bait and stuff, and like now we're finally able to use soft plastics on the D shoots too. So that's different. Something I've never been able to. Something that was never legal before, but they've legalized soft plastics. So that's why I'm using the bead that I'm using, is because I've never caught a fish on a soft plastic before. Soft plastic bead on the D shoots, so I'm throwing a soft plastic. They got them steelhead worms, soft plastic worms, trying to lose out this year as well. So it's just shocking that they legalized that, but they did it, so might as well give it a shot. I don't know how long they legalized it for. I mean, when I first started fishing this, I fished this river for almost 30 years without using any soft plastics because it's always illegal. This is the first year I'm using soft plastics. The steelhead fishing is awesome. It's awesome. I mean, you ask anybody who's ever fished for a steelhead, it's fun. It's a lot of fun, but it can be a fish of 1,000 to 10,000 casts, so that can be part of the issue sometimes. And so people watching YouTubers fishing for steelhead, for cats, huh? I like fishing for cats. Cats are fun to catch, and plus they're delicious too. Catfish are delicious. What was I saying? I was saying something. 15 pounds is your PB? Nice. That's a nice fish. I know where I've catfished in Oregon. I've catfished on the John Day River for cats. That's really the only place I know for catching catfish. Don't get me wrong, there's other places to catch catfish in Oregon. I just have never had any luck at those other spots. Soft plastics, here we go. See, this is a soft plastic bead. It's very soft, very squishy. Very squishy. It looks like an egg. And then you got your hook about 3 inches below it. So basically what happens is they grab onto the bead. It's got a bead stop. So basically what happens here, I'm going to do a demonstration for you guys after I'm done unhooking myself from my hoodie. At least I caught something other than at least I caught something bigger than a trophy. Okay, so basically what happens, okay, this is in the water like that, right, and it's flowing. The fish grabs onto the bead, right? Come on. Okay. Quit being so difficult. Let me see if we can't do that better. Okay. All right, let's demonstrate real quick, okay? So the bead is in the water, right? The fish comes up and they hit the bead, right? So basically what they do when they start to shake or pull away, the bead slides down, or the bead slides through the mouth. There's two ways that this happened, okay? They grab onto the bead, they let it go a little bit, and it slides down to the mouth, and then it hooks them with the hook. Or number two is they grab onto the plastic bead, it slides down the line, and then they get hooked that way. So there's two different ways for the fish to get hooked. but preferred that when they bite that and then they let it go a little bit, the line gets caught in their mouth and it pulls the hook to their mouth, and then you hook them that way. That's the ideal way of doing it. That's why you do the 3 feet or 3 inches above the bead or above the hook. So they'll grab it, they'll go to do that number like they do, the bead will pop out of their mouth, it'll slide down, and wham, you'll hook them with the hook. See, that's how it's, in theory, that's how it works. Okay. All right. In theory, I can't guarantee that's the way it's going to work every time, though. Okay, back to questions. Yeah, that's the soft plastic thing. Nemo eggs, huh? Okay. Yeah, John Day is good. It is a good place for catching catfish for sure. Yeah, I don't know any main lakes in Oregon that's got channel catfish. I mean, I'm sure there's something that's got them, but like I know the Columbia River's got them, the John Day River's got the channel catfish, the Snake River's got them. But as far as like anywhere close to me, like they got bullhead catfish in like the lakes around here, but they don't have the channel catfish. The bullheads are okay. I mean, you can eat them, but Emeth, E-Man, the fisherman. What's up? Yeah, I see that you E-Man. E-Man, the fisherman. How you doing today? Yeah, hit that like, comment, subscribe, and share, y'all. Please do. You had to go to the hospital? Wow. There's one other comment here. You landed your PB 248 pounds with a treble hook, huh? So needless to say, you had to go to the hospital, huh? So pretty much what you're saying is you hooked yourself, huh? E-Man versus G-Man, huh? Sounds like Josh wants a little competition here. I've hooked a 230 pounder a time or two, 220 pounder a time or two. Didn't have to go to the hospital though. Oh, that's good. I like that. Good sense of humor. I like that. Showdown. Josh of all trades wants to see a showdown. I don't know anybody wants to come out here and fish and see if they can outfish me, which wouldn't be that hard to do right now. I guarantee you, it wouldn't be that hard right now. With my average, you guys seen the last video, I hooked 2 fish and lost both of them. With my average, man, you can come out here and beat me real easy. Real easy. My average has got to come up if I plan on competing against anybody, you know. Would have gotten it out yourself, but the barb was still in flesh. Yeah, wow. That's crazy. That hurts. I'm telling you. It hurts. I'll tell you what, the most painful time I ever got a hook put in my hand was that Well, the scar is almost gone now, but oh, there was something. I just missed fish, y'all. I got a hook. I was salmon fishing down on the Columbia River. A buddy hooked the fish, and he reeled it in, and then in the net I was trying to take the hook out. Fish started thrashing. Put the hook in my finger, kept thrashing, and ripped it out of my finger. That was painful. A 5-gallon bucket out 100 feet, huh? That's a shootout for sure, yep. uh, 5-gallon. Oh, that's something, I'm telling you. Wow, on the tuna can, wow. That's crazy. Stay fishy, Redmond, Oregon, what's going on? You heard out fishing now? You mean headed out fishing now? Did you catch any fish yesterday? Stay fishy? Oh my goodness, that was definitely a bite. Oh man. You can always tell when you got a bite. It's when normally you got a 3 fingers width. See, 3 fingers width. It's only 2 fingers width now. So basically what happened was it grabbed onto it, shook, slid it down a little bit, and let go. There, now we're back at 3 fingers now. Basically what we're doing is 3 fingers. What we're doing is we're putting it 3 fingers width away from the hook. See, right there's 3 finger widths away from the hook. Hopefully you guys can see that. And that's what we're doing. So basically what happens is, like I said earlier, they grab it. Either they grab it and let it go and it slides down to the hook and it goes in their mouth and they get hooked, or they grab it, shake it, and it slides down to the hook. Preferably for the best hook set, they're going to grab it, let it go, and it's going to slide down to their mouth without sliding down the bead. Because that bead will hurt your ability to get a hook set if it slides down to the hook, because that bead's so much bigger than the hook. Yeah, hooks can be dangerous, I'm telling you. Anybody who's crazy enough to use a hook is going to get hooked once in a while, I think. I just appreciate you guys joining us, you know. You guys are awesome. For sure, for sure. Blue, have you ever gotten a hook put in yourself a couple times? How about you, Josh of all trades? I got some weeds or something on there. Just don't feel right. A little too much weight on there. Ron, what's going on? Your decoys are hook friendly, huh? Your decoys are hook friendly. Yeah, that'll make your thing feel differently. And I thought there was something different about it. Ah. Ron's hooks are decoy friendly, huh? I like that, Ron. Yep, sure have. Yep, I agree with you there, Blue. You hooked a buddy once. Oh, whoa, wow, what in the world? Man, that's just kind of irritating. A nice steelhead just come up and rise right out in front of me. If I would have had the camera on the river instead of me talking to you guys, that steelhead would have been caught on camera. Wow, hooked a buddy one time. Wow. 27-inch rainbow, nice. That's a beautiful fish right there, 27-inch. I know Sky Blue Wolf, he catches a lot of nice trout, that's for sure. Down there in California, definitely. Yeah, congrats, Sky. Y'all need to go check out Sky's channel, because G-Man has been over like the last 20,000 fish. Y'all go check out his channel. Maybe you guys will actually see a fish caught. Yeah, that's painful. A swim bait through the forearm. Those are treble hooks for sure. I think this will be the last cast with the bead. For now, anyways. We'll take out like either the jig and bobber, or we'll take out the spoon or something. I sure could use another bite on the bead though. After the first year, and I started fishing them lakes for the lake trout, them rainbows. Then also, then I'll hopefully start catching some of them big trout. Hopefully, after the first of the year. But for now, I'm hoping to catch a big steelhead. I'll take a big whitefish at this moment. It definitely takes patience for sure. Yeah. That's pretty typical. Watch them rise and boil and everything else all morning long. All right, let's put this one away for now. I'm telling you, that's a beautiful bead. You would think that would get bit a little more than just once for the amount of casts I've done with it, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. I think this weekend we're going to start making some videos on different ways of fishing for steelhead. Do like a 5-6 part series of different riggings and how to fish them and stuff like that. So that way, you know, you guys can go out and try these different techniques and stuff like that for yourselves. I think we're going to start out with the slip float, and we're going to throw out there and see if we can't get something on a slip float for now. We haven't thrown a float yet this morning. Basically, we got this pink and black jig with a pink head and 2 orange beads. And then we got a barrel swivel, a weight, and a slip float. We got a bobber stop here below it, a bead, the float, another bead, and then another float stop right above it, right there. And that's a slip float rigging for you. Do a depth check. Always do a depth check before you start casting. That way you're at your desired depth from the get-go. Yeah, about 6 feet deep. That's where we want to be at to start. And then we're going to start in close. We always start in close and work our way further and further out. Don't start out way out there, because you're going to be missing fish if you don't fish this in close stuff. So yeah, thank you. I appreciate the support for sure. I did catch a fish this morning, Ron. You must not have been watching when I caught him, but I did catch fish this morning. I did catch a trout. So, You probably just weren't watching when I caught that trout. That was like the first fish of the morning, first spot. Yep, I did catch one earlier. Just wasn't. It was a true trophy. Nothing too big. But I was happy to get the one little fish. Yeah, we've been throwing them, but I ain't got no fish on them yet. I ain't even had a bite on an addicted worm yet. How do you fish them, Blue? Do you fish them underneath the float? Do you bounce them off the bottom? What do you do? Because I'm not real familiar with worm fishing, so I'm not real familiar with the worm fishing there, Blue Wolf. Can you at least tell me a little something about it? How exactly do I fish them properly? I mean, I have an idea on how to fish them. I've seen some YouTube videos, but I mean, I don't really, not something I really have any experience with. Only about 4 inches of worm. Do you use them with the float? Do you bounce them off? Do you jig them, or how do you fish it? Besides just 4 inches of the worm. I'm trying to figure this out myself. Because we did do some of that Saturday after the live stream. And we live streamed for, I don't know, almost 5 hours on Saturday, I think. All right, cool. I appreciate that. On a jig head, like a 1/4 ounce or something like that, 1/4 ounce jig head. Because that's how we were fishing them, was underneath the float with a jig head. I'll put some more time in on them to figure them out. That way, you know, I can explain better to y'all how to use them. But man, I don't have a lot of All right, cool. Appreciate that, Sky or Blue Wolf. I keep forgetting you're using Blue Wolf instead of Sky. I don't think we're gonna make it past that rock there. We're gonna go ahead and reel that in. Answer to many names, huh, Guy? Thank you guys for joining us, though. We appreciate it. Everybody that's ever been a part of this channel, they appreciate it. You know, I've just had a really good support group, you know, as far as fishing, this YouTube fishing, and I appreciate you guys joining us every time we do a live stream or put out a video, you know. Even if we're not sleigh festing them, you know. I do have more crappie videos to come out and kayak videos to come out. I just got so many to edit, you know, from the summer that I ain't been able to put them all out. So I started putting out more videos and then got busy steelhead fishing, and I just ain't putting out as many as I should be putting out. Because I literally could still put out 2 videos per week for another. See how cold it is? You can see my breath. So, but I do got more crappie videos coming out. Maybe a couple more bluegill videos. I got some white fishing how-tos coming out. I'm going to be doing some white fish videos and live streams as well. That way, you know, I'm putting out more than just steelhead content. Cool. Today looks pretty good. You're going to go out and enjoy a good day, or you're going to go fishing or something? Mostly. I don't recall if that fish I caught was at the beginning of this live stream or at the end of the other live stream, because I had to stop and start over. Kind of runs together like that sometimes. I'd like to see that float go under. I'll do 3 different types of jig videos. 2 of them are going to be with 2 different styles of floats, and then 1 will be without a float. That way you guys will have 3 different ways to jig fish. I'll do like a spoon, spinner. I'll do a bead series or a bead video. I'll just go all wild and just make several really good, hopefully good, solid videos for you guys. I hope. Explaining how to rig, how to fish it, and all that good stuff. I hope. Yeah. There's always something open for fishing. Even if it's not exactly what we want to catch, there's always something that seems like open. Thanks mostly for clarifying that for me. It was at the beginning of this video, or this live stream. You know, when the views are down, that's when the steelhead bite. Here earlier we were getting like 20-something viewers. Now we're down to 6. That's when the steelhead's going to bite, and everybody's going to be like, we missed it! No! It is a beautiful morning. The clouds are just starting to show up, though. But I expect that this time of year. It's either going to be cold, windy, and cloudy, or cold, windy, and sunny. One of the two. Sometimes you get a warm day mixed in there this time of year, but don't seem like a whole lot, it seems like. Just a few more casts with this, and then we'll switch to a different color and a different bobber setup. But I mean, you guys, if you guys have been watching long enough, you know my setups. You guys know what I'm throwing, how I'm throwing it and stuff. But still, it's nice for the new folks to see what I'm doing and try to figure out what I'm doing and how I'm trying to catch a fish. So you guys see me live streaming from this spot a lot, it seems like, but it's just a nice place to set a camera and tripod at. Another nice fish rolling up there. Another nice fish. I'm going to put you guys back on the water because there's too many nice fish rolling for you guys to be looking on my mug. Maybe you guys will see one of them roll. I mean, there have been several really nice fish roll. Yeah, it is. I mean, got the storm clouds rolling in. Doesn't mean it's going to necessarily storm, but it's definitely got the storm clouds in. And don't get me wrong, there's still sun trying to peek out behind the hill, but depth check. We're still good. But yeah, I mean, even behind us where the sun's coming up, the clouds are starting to build up back there too. So I think it's definitely going to storm shortly. I just don't know if it'll be shortly today or shortly this evening. And I just missed the fish. My float popped down and back up, and I wasn't even paying attention. I was too busy looking at the thing here. Keep him doggies rolling right. I like it, Sky. I like it. That can be an issue sometimes when you're live streaming and fishing, is not paying so much attention to what you're doing as you are trying to interact with people, which makes it fun, to be able to interact with people. So sometimes we miss fish that way, but it is what it is. Man, oh man, some long drifts with no bites. Had one bite, one float went down and didn't stay down. Those ones that go down and stay down are the ones you usually hook. Those ones that bounce down and up real quick, you usually miss. Sometimes it's a rock, sometimes it's a weed, sometimes it's a fish, y'all. Next year I'm gonna go fish with Blue. At least that's what I'm hoping anyways. I get to go fish with Blue next year. That'd be fun. Taking a trip down there. Catching some of them 20 plus inch rainbows he's catching down there. That'd be fun. So much fun. And Blue, he knows how to catch them too. I know how to catch them. I just can't seem to deliver. All those fish jumping and I can't get them to bite. I've had some really good drifts this morning. Some really good drifts. Drifts that most people would think they'd get bit on. I mean, I thought I'd get bit on them. Got a little salad on there. Yep, a little salad. It's off there now. Gonna do some in close casts again. Start over, and then after I repeat everything all over again, I'm going to switch setups, different float setup, and a different jig. So yeah, that's true. That's all I need is that one. That one that don't have commitment issues. That's very true. That's very true. All it takes is that one to rejuvenate you, to get you re-excited about what you're doing. Of course, I could never not be excited about what I'm doing. It's just that it's harder to stay excited when you've missed so many like I have this year. And some of them were my own fault. I have to be totally honest with you. Some of them were my own fault. The reason why I missed them. Yeah, that is an effective way to fish too. Floating a fly underneath the float. It'd be almost just like using a strike indicator on a fly line. It can be definitely very effective, for sure. I've caught plenty of really nice fish floating a fly underneath a float, that's for sure. I don't think I've ever caught a steelhead doing that, but I've definitely caught some really nice trout doing that. More and more clouds are moving in, you guys. More and more clouds. Ooh, you're seeing less and less of the sun hitting the other banks for sure. But that's okay. We don't mind. We do not mind. If the weather isn't a little bit on the bad side, you ain't steelhead fishing, in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, you can mix in a clear day once in a while you're steelhead fishing, because it happens. But most of the time when you're steelhead fishing, it's cold and it's nasty. I do carry some flies in my pocket just for float fishing. Um, um, Mostly like woolly burgers and stuff like that. what I'm using, what I throw underneath there. Boy, the way them plastic worms move in the water looks real good too. That is true. It is peaceful, very peaceful, and really nice to look at out here, Central Oregon, for sure. One of my next purchases for a rod and reel is going to be a spay rod for steelhead fishing, I think. Ooh, that was almost disastrous. I mean, it kind of was, but not as bad as it would have been if I wouldn't have been paying attention. I grabbed the weed behind me, or to the side of me, and made a little bit of a mess here. So I'll show you guys what I'm dealing with here. Made a little bit of a mess because I grabbed that weed behind me, or to the side of me, when I went to go cast. So now I got to figure out how to get this thing undone without messing up even more than what it already is. So I think we got it. It wasn't too bad. I didn't think it was, but you never know. Sometimes it's worse than what it actually seems. So yeah, weeds, nasty for sure. Yeah, they make it look like an art form too. That's another thing about it is they make it look like it's an art form. They make it look like effortless casting, you know. Even though there's a lot of motion into it, they really make it look like it's effortless casting. Definitely something that looks like it'd be cool to do. It'd also be cool to hook a nice steelhead on a spay rod, I think. I've hooked them on my regular fly rods, but I ain't never landed one. I've definitely hooked a few of them. Never had any luck landing them though. Yeah, I need to get back over there to the Rogue. I fished the Rogue once. I love Rawhide the what? Rawhide the what, dear? The wife decided to join us today on live stream. Thank you very much. Hi, hey, hi there. How you doing? I don't know what rawhide you're talking about. Is it keep them doggies rawhide? Like Scott was saying earlier, or what? Woo, doggy, we've been live streaming for a minute. All right, I think we're gonna go ahead and switch rods and colors. Oh yeah, I figured that's what it was. I just wanted some clarification there, wife. Just a little clarification. All right. Now we're gonna go with the addictive float. Now we're gonna go with the addictive float and orange and white jig. And we're gonna start out about 3 feet deep. We're not gonna start out super deep. We're gonna start at about 3 feet deep, and then we'll adjust. That's about 3 foot deep right there. Start out there and adjust this accordingly. Gentleman spayfish, huh? Well, I don't know how true that is. Because, yeah, yeah, I would say something, but I don't want to offend nobody. Um, because I don't truly know, you know. All I know is this is, all I know is that people can be mean no matter which way they fish. That's all I can say about that. Trust me, I've met some real nasty people fishing. And it didn't matter what kind of gear they were using. If they're going to be nasty, they're going to be nasty. So, I'll just put it that way, Blue. Uh, I'll just put it that way, Blue. I'm sure glad the wife decided to join us on the live stream. It's always nice to have her join us. And of course, uh, anytime we start something new, we start in close and we'll work our way further and further out. That way we can effectively fish more water. You guys should have been able to see that float swing by you. And like when they're fly fishing or spay fishing, they call it a swing or swinging flies is what they call it. Instead of drifting like what we're doing, it's basically the same thing. They just call it swinging instead of drifting. You're welcome, dear. I love you, sweetheart. A man in a suit fishing, yeah. That's always funny. I've seen guys fly fishing out of suits, that's for sure. That's always funny to see when somebody shows up in their three-piece suit and they're fly fishing. Of course, I've seen people in three-piece suit fish with regular fishing stuff too. So, the outdoor boys are catfishing carp. They done a fancy fishing thing there, and they were in three-piece suits. That was funny. They called it fancy fishing or something like that. I don't know if you guys know who the outdoor boys are and or catfishing carp is, but basically what it is a family. They pretty much quit putting out videos now, but they put a lot of stuff over the years. Yeah, yeah. Using a jig underneath the strike indicator definitely works for sure. Definitely works. Now I lost my float. There it is. That's the only thing I dislike about these addictive floats, is they don't stick up out of the water high enough. Um, That's the only downside I really see to these addicted floats, is they don't tend to stay up out of the water high enough. Cameron Wilson, what's up? Good morning. How you doing? Shout out to everybody who joins us. We appreciate it. No, stay fishing. He's headed fishing, he said. He said he's headed to fishing. I don't know if he's fishing the river or if he's fishing the haystack today. Because he did comment saying he was headed out to fish, mostly, so. I don't know if he's coming to the river or if he's going to haystack, so. He's definitely fishing today, though. I don't know about Alex and Bella. I ain't heard from them, so I don't know what's going on with them today. I know Alex is getting kind of frustrated because he's not catching any fish. Well, that's the thing, is the part of the float that sticks out just isn't tall enough is all, dear. It just isn't quite tall enough. Basically, I'll show you real quick, dear, what I'm talking about. Okay, these addictive floats, they're nice floats. They got good weight to them. Basically, what happens is the part that's supposed to be out of the water is out of the water. It just don't stick high enough out of the water. So basically, what happens is this gray part is under the water all the way to the black line, but it's not big enough up top with the pink color, so I can see it well enough. So that's the problem. It's definitely colored the right color to see it at a long distance, but basically it just don't stick high enough out of the water is what it boils down to. Because that slip float, it sticks up out of the water quite a bit more, and I can see it a lot better. To where the addictive float don't. That's the only downside I've seen to the addictive float. Other than that, it works really good. I mean, it's a really good set float rig. Oops. I forgot to flip the bell. Got too excited talking about it. As usual. Get too excited about talking about what you're doing and you forget to do something properly, the basics. Yep, I use fingernail polish on lures too from time to time. I want to make a different color scheme than what I've got. Fingernail polish definitely works. My wife's actually helped me use the fingernail polish a couple times. She'd be like, "What color you want? I'll do it while you at work." I'm like, "All right, no problem." Save me some time and effort. All right, we're going to try a little bit deeper with our float. We were at about 3 feet. We're going to go up to about 4 foot. Up to about 4 foot, I think. All right, we're at about 4 foot deep. Maybe. Let's see. Let's measure it up to ourselves. Maybe a couple more inches. There we go. Yeah, that's probably closer to 4 foot there. And then we'll start in close, and then we'll work our way out further and further. I'm almost certain your dad done that too a time or two there, wife. Your dad probably stole your mama's fingernail polish once or twice to use color his lures too. You guys should be seeing my float from time to time float by the screen of the camera. Because every cast it has to float straight right in front of the camera. Talking about fingernail polish on a fishing channel. I've heard of people using wax too fishing. The wax they use for beadworking and sewing and stuff. Yeah. I'm sure Sky's used fingernail polish on a lure once or twice. uh, get the ladies talking on the YouTube channel and they start talking about fingernail polish. What up, David? Don't knock nail polish. Have turned a bass lure in. There were no catches, and you can't keep him off the hook. What up, David? How you doing today? Glad you could join us. uh, Yep, fingernail polish works on more than just toenails and fingernails, for sure. Uh, I like clear coat myself because it protects your paint schemes on your lures. If you take that clear coat, that clear coat that takes the UV resin to set it, or UV light to set it up, that's always nice. Old no BS fishing. He uses fingernail polish too. The old no BS guy, realistic fishing. That's right out of Tennessee, I think it is. I've seen him use fingernail polish for lures too. So it's not unheard of. It does happen for sure. For sure, for sure. Come on, fish, show up. Don't send me home empty handed. I keep promising the wife I'm going to bring her a fish one of these days. One of these days. All right, I think it's time to make a depth switch again. No females in the house, huh? All right, depth check, depth check. Let's go ahead and adjust the depth again. Because I really feel like I should be getting bit. That's too good of a looking lure not to get bit. Or a jig not to get bit. Found them in the spice cabinet, huh? That pink and orange, or that orange and white, is just a really nice color. I just don't know why I'm not getting bit, but it's probably just depth. Probably. I'm hoping that's all it is. Teasing him awful, huh? That's just too much. You know, daughters tend to tease their dads about everything, it seems like. I know I got two daughters that like to tease me. Why, I don't know, but they do. I tell you what, they weren't kidding when they said there's just something about a relationship between a father and a daughter. Just something about that. That's so true. So true. That relationship between a father and a daughter, they just nothing like it. Nothing in the world like it. Now you guys pay close attention. That float will be swinging by anytime. You guys let me know when you see it. If you guys see it at all. Yeah, I can see it in the camera. It's definitely there. A beautiful morning it is. It is. Well, yeah, not all women are raised to be girly girls. Yeah, chartreuse probably would be, but I don't have a chartreuse bobber, so that's part of the problem is I don't have a chartreuse bobber. I do have on my uh, slip float. It's orange, and I can see that pretty good, but it sets higher up in the water than the addictive float does. So it does make a difference on how it sets in the water. It definitely does. Oh, man. That was a good sneeze for sure. Whew. Uh, Chilly mornings and a sneeze goes good together, I think. A little breezy out this morning too. Man, you guys just missed out. I missed out pretty much. I didn't see that creature until it was too late. It was either an otter or a mink or something over on the other bank running around. I wish I would have seen it a lot sooner. I would have zoomed in on him for you guys. And then you guys could have seen it. But it's too late. I already missed it. Thank you. Oh. It's crazy all the different critters you see running around on the river. Critters you never thought you'd ever see on the river, but you still see them anyways. Thank you, dear. Thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate it for sure, for sure. I was kind of hoping JR Buzz was going to get a hold of me on on my uh, my email account so we could get something set up to where we could get some stickers made up or decals made up for the channel, but he never did hit me up on my um, email so we could get something set up to where maybe we could get some stickers or decals made for the channel for folks, but trying to get all this different merch stuff done. Wow, he's lived a nice, good, long life. 94 years old. Wow. That's pretty good when they can live to have a nice, full life like that. Oh, no, it just went under and came back up. No. Oh, the frustrations, y'all. Goes under, but it don't stay under. Most of the time you miss them if they don't stay under long enough for you to set to it. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share, y'all. Wind's starting to pick up again. Wind is picking up. Trying to get back into fishing. I thought you never quit fishing mostly. Do, 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 do. He coaches your son on how to outfish you, huh? Well, your dad should be doing that, But to be in all honesty with you, mostly there, you should be teaching your son how to outfish you yourself. Because if you're kicking outfish you, that means you've done your job well. See? So, just like any one of my gals, my wife, my kids, they can outfish me any day of the week. But they got an ace in up their sleeve. I taught them how to fish, Well, not my wife. My wife already knew how to fish before we got together. Hi, man. What's going on? How you doing today? Boy, oh boy, it's a little on the chilly side today. A little on the chilly side. Y'all. Boy, my views have dropped way down as of late. Way down. That's okay though. Seems to drop down during steelhead season every year anyways. It's like what it boils down to, I think, is everybody's out doing their own thing because it's not too cold and it's not too hot. So I think they're too busy doing their own thing instead of watching my YouTube channel, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. Oh yeah? I don't know what's up with all these fishes, but they just don't want to cooperate for nothing. A lot of fish in the river, though. A lot of fish, for sure. And I've thrown a bunch of different things at them today. I just don't know why they don't want to cooperate. That's why they call it fishing and not catching, I reckon. Stay fishy. You're back at Haystack, huh? You doing any good over there, Haystack? That kid Josh, that's the teacher at the school, he said that on Sunday he caught 3 trout out there at Haystack. I lost my float somewhere out there. I doubt it's a fish though. But I turned my head from the float, and that's why I lost it. It's not because it's under. Yeah, that's always good to have a little friendly competition, you know. Always good to have. It keeps it competitive and keeps it interesting for sure. If he's not live yet, he will be because he's talking on my live stream, so I don't think he's live yet, but he'll be live soon. I know Fishy. He likes to go live. He definitely likes to go live. He's a live stream kind of guy. Me, I do the live stream just because I'm fishing, you know, and I can. I really like to do long form myself. Just lost a few fish yourself, huh, Blue? I think I'll switch rigs. Start throwing a spoon through here because I'm throwing jigs and everything else through here. So maybe a spoon will get some or a spinner or something. We're not going to live stream for 4 hours a day like we did Saturday, but we'll live stream for a while. Hey, you see here. Ooh. All right, all right. Let's get the other rod out now. Trying to throw myself in the creek. All right, all right. Got it to still lay out. I'm gonna throw that a little bit. Throw a spoon out there, see if we can't get bit on that, and then I think we'll get off this live stream and just fish for the rest of the day. Yeah, they should be biting over there at Haystack. For sure. I know that Josh, the teacher who's been fishing with me, he hooked 3 of them on Sunday, he said. He he had fun catching some trout there at Haystack. So there's definitely fish there at Haystack, for sure. Yeah, he usually goes live about 10. Fishy does. So he'll be live here pretty quick. Oh yeah? Is it that cold? It's got some ice on the reservoir already? What the heck? Too early for ice. Huh. Crazy if there's already ice on the reservoirs. He was fishing the South Shore where we usually fish. Is what he said he was fishing. So, what up, Mr. and Mrs. West Texas? How you doing? Glad you could join us. But yeah, he was fishing the South Shore where we usually fish. He wants to get with you and fish with you, Stay Fishy. Josh does, because you like to do the lake fishing and stuff. He wants to get together and fish with you a little bit. Thank you guys for joining us. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share, y'all. Appreciate it. Somebody honking at us, saying hello. I've caught one fish today, so that's a plus. So if you want to see that fish caught, you guys got to go check out the first couple minutes of the live stream. So you guys will be able to see that fish if you guys go back and watch it. I did catch a fish today, you guys. So that's one relief. That skunks off the live stream, so for the river. So you guys go check that out if you guys didn't catch it already. I did catch one fish. Over at the Willows, huh? So yeah, we did catch one fish, so that's a plus. Y'all can always just go back and start from the very beginning of the live stream and catch it. That fish I did catch was definitely trophy size, though. So y'all can go check out that trophy size fish I caught. You guys are gonna laugh at it, but it's a trophy size fish. Thank you guys for joining us, like I always say. Appreciate you guys. Fish on? Fish on? Nope. It was a rock. Got me excited. I set the hook and everything, and I'm like, fish on, fish on? Nope, no fish. Dang it. Would have been nice if it was a fish. Yeah, I agree with you mostly. It was a nice fish. Nice sized fish. Nice trophy sized fish, for sure. They're so tiny they belonged in a tank, mostly. Well, sometimes you catch those ones that belong in a tank, for sure. You just got a 14-incher? Nice. Way to go, fishy. Y'all probably should just go watch him because I'm not catching a whole lot of anything but a good time. You guys might want to go watch Fishy if you want to see a fish caught. I mean, I already landed one, but that was like way earlier today. Yeah, that's usual for Fishy, about 10 o'clock. You guys go check him out. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe on his channel. Make sure you guys share his content too. He does short form and then he does live stream, and he don't do too many long form videos. I don't think I've ever seen him do a long form. Hello. How you doing? Starting to get a little bit too windy for this tripod out here. I may have to get off the live stream to keep my phone and the tripod from going in the water. Yes, feel free to hit that like, comment, subscribe, share. I always have to say share. That share part of it is very important to all YouTubers. I don't know why there's little hearts on my screen, but there are. I don't know what that means, the little hearts on there. Maybe somebody can explain that to me. Salad, anybody? Salad, anybody? Anybody wants some salad? I got some salad. Woohoo! Nice fish, man. 18-incher? Nice. Heck yeah. Nice. Yep, see you on down the line. Thanks for joining us. Y'all should go check out Blue's channel. For sure. I don't know if he's live right now, but he generally likes to live stream. Blue does. Stay Fishy gonna be live in 4 minutes. Y'all go check him out. I'm about ready to get off here anyways, and All right, man. Be safe. But yeah, y'all go check out Stay Fishy. He about to go live. I'm going to get off here in just a few minutes. I don't know how longer. Yep, cast of steelheads for sure. 1,000 casts, 10,000 casts. That's steelhead fishing for you though. It's fun though. Once you finally get one, it's a blast. The way they fight is crazy, y'all. But remember this, Stay Fishy. Josh wants to go fishing with you, man. So y'all, next time I go fishing with Josh, I'll have him check out. I think he's already checked out your channel. I don't know if he's subscribed to you or not, but he wants to go fishing with you anyway, Stay Fishy, because you know how to catch them trout. Says, man, I got to hook up with that fishy guy and go catch some trout. So, well, you do that then. Yes, sir. Thank you guys for joining us on this chilly day. It's definitely a cold day out for sure. I don't know how cold it is, but it's definitely cold. I'll be live again on Wednesday, y'all. So, or Thursday, I mean, not Wednesday. I'll be live again on Thursday. All right, man. Be safe. Have a good one. We'll catch you guys on the next live that's leaving. I got some other areas to fish, but I ain't going to do it on the live. I'm going to probably get off here. And you know, if I hook the fish right now, I probably wouldn't get off of it for another 2 hours, probably, if I hook the fish right now. All right, you guys. I think that's it for the live stream. Appreciate you guys for joining us. I think you guys know what time it is. You guys go check out Stay Fishy. All right, you guys. Thanks for joining us. Oh, what a beautiful morning it's been. I'm not done fishing. I'll be fishing for the next few hours anyways, but, you know, live streams got to end sometime, right? You guys, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share. You know, and enjoy your day for sure. Thank you guys for joining us. So, till next time, be sure to catch, kiss, and release the fish once in a while. It ensures a future fishery for all. Till next time, this is G-Man fishing, and we are. Thanks, David. See you later.